I think it's very important for coaches to have a good working relationship with the parents. And I know that in some instances, coaches shy away from interacting with, communicating with the parents. And I ask them to try to put themselves in the parents' shoes. And as a parent, you want to know a little bit about what's going on with your kid, whether it be the school experience, the soccer experience, or other things that the activities the kid's involved in. So I ask coaches to spend 5 minutes at every single training session and every match talking to the parents. And I tell them some days it's just housekeeping items. You know, hey, practice has been moved from field 3 to field 8 because they're putting, fertilizer on our field. Other times it's, here's a little bit of the madness behind the method. Here's what it is that we're working on. Here's what we're trying to accomplish. And then for the parents, recognizing, too, that it's got to be a two-way street. The parents have got to do their part in terms of communicating clearly and early with the coach. An example being that I know that drives a lot of coaches crazy is the kid doesn't show up for practice or shows up late, and the coach had no heads up from the parents or from the kid that was going to happen. And coaches, if they are doing a good job of planning for training sessions, then they plan for X number of players to be participating in the training session. And then a player is a no-show, 2 players are no-shows, 3 players are no-shows or show up late. That really wrecks the training session plan for the coach. So the communication needs to be 2 ways between the parents to the coach and the coach to the parents. Then there's a few more things that parents can do to help with their own child's soccer experience and the rest of the team and the child's interaction with new teammates and probably some new friends within the team. And one of those, of course, is managing your emotions and managing yourself on game day. That can be a challenge. We all get caught up in the emotions of a game. We especially get caught up in our own child's actions, performance within a game. But it's important to understand that the soccer experience is the kid's experience. It's not going on for the sake of the adult. It's going on for the sake of the kids. So the parents, and even to an extent the coaches, need to recognize that we are essentially spectators of the kids' games, that we need to set the right example by our words and most importantly by our actions. So bite your tongue when you need to, step on your own toes when you need to keep yourself managed during the game and setting the right example in front of all of the kids, not just your kid, because whether you're interacting or think you're interacting only with your child, every other kid out on the field, your team, the other team, the teams on the fields next to you, they're all picking up on what's going on with the adults. So that's a big, big piece, obviously, is being a good spectator at children's games. And then I think off the field, there's a couple of parts that moms and dads can play that will help the individual child, individual player, become a better athlete, become a better soccer player. And that's helping the kids get into good off-the-field habits. So some examples of good off-the-field habits. Sleep hygiene, which is rarely talked about. Are you teaching your kid going to bed at a regular time, getting up at a regular time, getting a proper night's sleep before a game, before a training session? That actually has a direct influence upon performance as an athlete. This is the science behind this is getting deeper and more well known. And if you look at some of the top professional teams and college teams around the country and around the world, you'll see that they actually monitor the sleeping. They have monitors on the players to monitor their sleep habits and this sort of thing, and how it affects their athletic performance. So just beginning to teach the kids good sleep habits. And then one that's a little bit more obvious is nutrition. Moms and dads are obviously in charge of the nutrition that their kid gets. The coach has little direct influence over that, other than maybe the coach giving the parents some nutrition guidelines. And there's certainly, you can go to a number of different sports nutritionists to get good information on what kids and teenagers should be eating to improve their athletic performance. So helping the kids get into the lifestyle of an athlete is one of the big pieces that parents can do off the field to help the kids on the field.